A vision with features drawn by a history of authenticity and perseverance, and an ambition realized by the hands of the people in Kuwait. Kuwait, home of prosperity and goodness, helps provide the world with clean energy. In Kuwait, the future is made and the dream comes true. The fruits of the ancestors' march are harvested in the form of a bright present for us and a promising future for our future generations. Biofuel achievements continue. Kuwait National Petroleum Company creates the chances and realizes the vision by executing and operating the Clean Energy Project to promote the leading role of Kuwait in the oil industry, giving the Kuwait National Petroleum Company a greater competitive ability and enabling it to enter new markets. The corporation executed the biofuel project, which concentrates on modernizing and expanding the oil refineries.
Welcome back, dear viewers. After about 5 years of continuous work in this vital project, the vision became clear for the corporation to produce oil products that observe the highest technical and environmental standards. Amal?
Yes, indeed, Farid. Among the most important products is the naphtha with a sulfur content of 500 parts in a million, and car fuel that complies with the European standards with sulfur content of less than 10 parts in a million, and plain fuel with sulfur content of 1,000 parts in a million, and diesel with a sulfur content of less than 10 parts in a million. What an achievement, Farid!
Absolutely. You know, for a second I thought you are a biochemist or chemical engineer.
Well, this is something that all Kuwaitis should know.
Absolutely. To know more about this achievement, let's welcome Engineer Ahmed Abdullah المطوع, Senior Process Engineer at Meenaء Abdullah Refinery. Good morning, Engineer Ahmed, and it's our pleasure to have you in Good Morning Kuwait.
Good morning. I would like to thank Kuwait TV, Channel 2, Good Morning Kuwait, to give the opportunity to talk about one of the major projects in KNPC, which is the Clean Fuel Project.
Mm-hmm. Well, that is something, an achievement that we are all proud of, and we are proud of your work and standards, Engineer Ahmed. Can you tell us a little bit about the process of the main duties of an engineer before CFP?
First of all, I would like to highlight what is CFP.
Yes.
Clean Fuel Project. It is one of the strategic projects in KNPC. Mm-hmm. And in order to make it very simple for everyone, we are building a huge unit in the Meenaء Al-Ahmadi and Meenaء Abdullah in KNPC, which is Kuwait National Petroleum Company, and doing a revamp for some of the units.
Doing what?
Revamp for some of the units in order to produce the fuels meeting the Euro 5 spec.
Okay.
This is fuels, it's friendly to environment.
Okay.
In order also KNPC to participate in the international market.
Yeah. So minimizing carbon and stuff like
minimizing all the emission
of
SO2 and H2S. This is the Clean Fuel Project in general and very simple way.
Okay.
Now about the duty of process engineer before the commissioning of the Clean Fuel Project. Normally process team is the brain of the refinery. Mm-hmm. And we are normally monitoring the operating parameter of the unit. Mm-hmm. We are optimizing the unit, optimizing the energy of the unit, and we are trying to improve the unit performance also.
Always to utilize it to the maximum.
To the maximum.
Yeah.
This is one of the normal activity. We are troubleshooting any problems we are suffering and facing during the run of the units. And the one part of us in day-to-day activity, we are training also our engineers and our newcomers. Mm-hmm. We are emphasizing the pollution control and energy conservation objective And one of the major things also we are doing, we are handling any new project, any new study, any new modification to the unit in order to improve the performance and the profit of the refinery.
Okay.
So
This is
that
our normal
something.
activity before the
These are
commissioning.
normal activity beforehand. Well, so what is it nowadays?
During the commissioning of the clean fuel project, there is a lot of activity required from process teams.
Okay.
Normally, we are reviewing the new project. We are evaluating the objective of this project. We are reviewing the data sheet of all the equipment. We are reviewing the plot plans, the process flow diagram, all the reactor. We are discussing with the manufacturer of the unit and manufacturer of the equipment the basis and the objective of this modification of this project.
Okay.
We are doing a training on site and outside. Also, during the commissioning of the clean fuel, we'll have a lot of mechanical work done, and we want to assure that the unit is established, the unit is fixed as per design and as per requirement.
So
We can see it's a beehive.
Absolutely. But speaking of that, definitely there is a technology behind it.
Yes.
And we, in Kuwait, do we know this technology? Is it there available, or it's, you have to buy that technology?
Sure that the clean fuel project, we are using the latest technology in the oil sectors. As example, I want to give for the new technology which we are using, we have the HTER.
Okay.
This is a special equipment used in Meenah Abdullah refinery.
Okay. HTTR.
HTER.
HTER. Okay.
This is special equipment to produce 15% extra of hydrogen.
It gives?
Yes, 15% extra of hydrogen for the hydroprocessing unit. Also, we have one new unit in Meenah Abdullah refinery, which is a CCR, continuous catalyst regeneration.
Okay.
This unit is in order to produce the gasoline.
Okay.
And it's new to Meenah Abdullah. This gasoline is a fuel for our car.
Wow.
Oh.
Also, we have many of the technology. We have the largest hydrogen production unit around the world. It will be in Meenah Abdullah refinery. We have one of the largest hydrocracker units also. Okay. And the complex of resid desulfurization unit in Meenah Al-Ahmidi and Meenah Abdullah will be the largest resid complex around the world also.
Nice.
So we have the first, if we can say that.
Yeah.
We are the first.
Amazing. But you are the first, to be facing all the emissions,
Yes, but you see, this is what we are really looking forward to. We know that a lot has been set in scope, and we are, as an oil producing country, we are proud of such achievements.
Engineer Ahmed, having said that, do we are required to minimize whatever emissions are there, because there are more taxes on more emission, and the lower emission, the lower taxes? Is that true?
Yes, and one of our objectives of this project, as I highlighted earlier, it is to minimize the emission. Yeah. Minimize the emission, minimizing the SO2, minimizing the H2S concentration, in order to follow the KEBA regulations.
Yeah. So I think that a lot has been done during this project, and I know troubleshooting is one of them. So how is troubleshooting before and after the, let's say, CF?
Troubleshooting in principle, it will be the same. Okay. We are listing all the facts. We are providing the input, sitting with all the concerned department. We are trying to find the cause and effect, provide the solution, writing the recommendation. This is initially the before the CAB commissioning.
Yes.
After the CAB commissioning, we'll do the same. But it will require from us the time work, a lot of effort, because we will find a new problems, and we'll try to identify the new causes for these problems.
Yes.
The current units may be established before 40 or 50 years.
Yeah.
So most of the problems we know about it. But this would be a new problems. We'll see.
This will be definitely a new era, and you will
Something, yes,
encounter new
indeed.
things, definitely. And engineers is all about solving problems.
You
Yes.
can see the project's process on screen. Fareed, it is a marvel. It is
Yeah,
a marvel.
it is a huge thing. Definitely, this is our main source of income. But let's go a little bit to technology. How is it now with digitalization? And I mean, is it like having smart refinery? Is it easier?
Sure, it's
Definitely it's
difficult.
easy.
Sure, it's difficult to become smart in everywhere and every machine and everything inside the refinery. But in KNPC, we are trying to be close from the smart refinery, using the latest technology. As example, we have an online analyzer for the product in order to have a quick and easy analysis of
assessment,
the
yeah.
product quality.
Yeah.
We have something called sample tracking system in order to have the better performance of the analysis of the lab
Exactly.
result. Our now corresponding between the divisions, we are using now something called Easy Memo software
Easy memo.
in order to reduce the paper,
Wow.
it's paperless,
Yes.
and reducing the time and cycle
Nice.
of
So
the
mostly
activity.
emails and stuff like
Yes.
that.
In our lab, in Mīnāء and Mīnāء Abdallah refinery, we are using the latest instrument and machine in order to get the more accurate and better result of analysis.
That's amazing. That's
And-
Yes,
digitalization.
And
easy
in the
memos.
process team, we have one of the latest software used it in order to monitoring the performance of the unit, which is called PHD,
PhD.
Process History Database. This
So
is
it's like an umbrella system.
yes.
Yeah. So, Engineer Ahmed, I know that we've been talking a little bit about this project. How about, I want to know something that's out of any question. On the day that His Highness, the Emir Sheikh Nawaf Ahmed Al-Jaber Al-Swah has opened that, I want to know the feelings of you, let's say, martyrs and warriors who were there and did all of that job. And His Highness the Crown Prince as well, who really said about talking about like telling you and guiding you and telling you that this is your work. You are the sons of this land. Tell us about your feelings as engineers.
All the engineers inside the refinery and also the people who's working in the admin and head office, they are totally proud by the visiting of His Highness Emir Sheikh Nawaf Al-Ahmed and His Highness Crown Prince Sheikh Mishal Al-Ahmed. All of the people, they are proud. They find and they notice now we complete the clean fuel project.
Yes.
The push he's giving to us, the directive and the support in continuous and the approval for this project, all the people are happy and they are proud because of this visit.
Well, our feelings when we saw you on screen and saw him really holding that wheel and turning it, it was such a big change. It was like a timeline between his father, late father,
Absolutely.
God bless his soul, and now that time to today, from black and white to this colorful and new technology, new, let's say, era, as my colleague Fareed just said, that made us all proud of your work and the hard work that you have put in there.
Absolutely. Definitely, Engineer Ahmed, this is like, you know, the appreciation itself is enough, and especially from who? From our father,
Yes.
His Highness the Emir Sheikh Nawaf Al-Ahmed and the Crown Prince, His Highness Sheikh Mishal Al-Ahmed. Definitely, this is something we cherish, you know, our entire life. But let's a little bit go back to the technicalities, you know. And CFP commissioning, does it assist other departments, you know?
Yes, during the clean fuel project commissioning, we are working with all the divisions. At the process team, we are working with operation, we are working with maintenance team, we are working with the planning team.
Production too.
And with planning team, who's also give the responsibility where the feed and the product routing.
Production is with us, KOC, Fareed, don't go that.
But you are meaning the production of crude oil only.
Yes.
But we have a production of our product, which is naphtha, gasoline, diesel, and the fuel oil.
Yes.
And that's even very important, you know.
Yeah. And during this commissioning, we have developed a special activity done with all concerned divisions.
Okay.
One of this special activity, we want to minimize the flaring during the startup of this unit. This unit now, it will start at the first time.
Yes.
So a lot of emission will be there, but we're sitting with all concerned divisions. We put a plan. It's called startup sequences. Which unit to be start first, which unit will be starting second, in order to minimize all the emissions.
So do you mean minimizing all the emissions and the flames that we see whenever we are going south of Kuwait and coming from the right?
Yes, to minimize the flaring.
That used to be, you know,
very big. And
a lot of people said this is like waste, you know, it shouldn't be flamed.
No.
What do you think?
No.
This is a myth, huh?
This is a must. We should have
Yes.
a flaring system,
Okay.
but we need to minimize it.
Yes.
But it should be there
Okay.
in emergency cases.
yes.
So it's not like something useful, we can utilize it.
No.
No.
We are minimizing the flare by recovering all these gases, but some of this quantity should be lighting.
Yes.
Because whenever we, you know,
You
go
see?
back from chalets, you know,
Yeah.
saying,
You see?
oh, look at this gas, you know, this should be used, you know, and we are burning it.
Well, you know, my children, whenever we go and they say it's like candles above a
Yeah.
cake, and it's always lining there.
And this is flare. If we don't flare it like this, it will be a dangerous gas.
Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely.
So we
this is-
flare it in order to convert it to some gases,
Wow.
which meeting the environment regulations.
So that's the myth, because they said
Yeah.
it shouldn't be there, but it is a must. That
Yeah.
flare is
To
a must
protect.
to protect the environment. They are really taking all of those emissions and burning a little bit so they can produce something new.
Absolutely.
That's a marvel, really good.
So, I mean, because back in the days, I remember Al-Hayman and
Yes.
Ahmed City, you know, were like victims of the smell, you know.
Yeah. And that is the point. I want to thank all the neighbors to Meenal Ahmedi and Meenal Abdallah refinery that they are become patient with us until we finish this project. And I want to highlight for them, be safe. This project, we are following all the environment regulation. All the emission will be below the accepted rate.
So this is assuring you, our beloved citizens of Al-Hayman and Al-Ahmedi and even the Southern, that rest assured that everything is safe and secure by, you know, Engineer Ahmed المطوع.
Yes, so you're welcome, because I live in Ahmedi. And so thank you very much, Engineer Ahmed المطوع, Senior Process Engineer at Meenaء Abdallah Refinery, for being here with us and giving us all this information and keeping us with our questions, me and Farid, a little bit of interrogation, so we can know and we can share those knowledge with you, our viewers. Thanks you very much.
Thank you, and I would like to thank you again for your kind
If you have last message, you want to say something?
I want to highlight that commissioning of the CFB and the huge successful commissioning and safe, this has happened because of the teamwork spirit, the directive and continuous support from our top management. And we are looking in KNPC for continuous achievement and development. And I hope this also for all the oil sector in Kuwait.
Thank you very much, Engineer Ahmed المطوع from the KNPC and also the CFP. Definitely, we are really happy to have you. And please, dear viewers, stay tuned because we have more to come.